are present here. I am Adishri. Today we have an activity to try to tell some stories. So let's go to the video. Now I call upon Sri Harini to tell her speech.
Good evening one and all, I am Sri Harini and I am here to tell you all a story on a planet named Xanthonyx. This story portrays about a character named Amara who is mysteriously stuck on a planet. Don't know how, don't know why. She describes the planet as, I've been stranded on a planet named Xanthonyx whose inhabitants fall under a particular age, that is 18 or under. Being stuck on a planet with people who are just transitioning from the dependent nature of childhood to their independent lives of adulthood is just chaos. Not being in an organized environment feels different. Being in an organized environment all my life and having rules to follow and duties to fill all my life, and now being on an unorganized environment is just not normal. It is not overwhelming. It just puts me at ease that I don't have to do things to please people or do things that will earn me or do things that satisfies me or other people. This planet is not just different, it's mesmerizing and it's beautiful. This planet has a violet sky and two moons, one in black and one in white. People living here says that it symbolizes good and evil, and the environment of the planet is really different from the environment that we used to live in. It is more green and pink because of all the cherry blossom trees that surrounds here, and it's more colorful. They have all these colorful horses that we can ride on, and people's houses are more big, more colorful and more funkier. It's like they let their inner child do the decorations of the house or in any such manner. The most special or unique thing about this planet is that they gather around every other night to make a bonfire and tell stories of where they traveled, what their day was. Not too complicated, just what they feel to tell. And this planet is a lot more fun and colorful and beautiful and all the other adjectives that I can use. This planet is just perfect and I might fit in, finishes the character. Thank you. Now I call upon Harisha.
Hello everyone, I am Harisha. Today I am going to tell a story named Princess September. There was a king. The king has 9 daughters named January, February, March, April, May, June, July and August and September. There was a last princess named September. The king gave a gift to every princess. It was a parrot with golden cage, and every princess liked that. Princess September too liked that. One day, suddenly, the Princess September's parrot was died. She was cried a lot, and then in that time, she listened a beautiful song of a bird. She think that the song was telling something to the princess. She was curious to see the parrot, and she go out and see the bird, and the bird slowly come inside to the room of princess king, and the bird speaking to the princess. How are you, princess? Can I with you? I can speak with you. May I help you? And the princess says that I like you. Can you be with me? And the parrot says that yeah, I can. And the princess suddenly picked the bird and put it on the cage. The parrot was shocked. Why do you lock Why do you lock me at the cage? And the princess says, then you could fly it away, so I can put you on the cage. Suddenly, the bird getted suffered. The bird suffering a lot, and then suddenly the bird getted died. The princess think that why do we lock the bird at the cage? In this story, we know that there is no rights to anyone lock in the cage. Thank you. Now Harshika will continue the story.
Hello everyone, I am Ashika, studying 7th standard. And now I am going to tell about a story about the fox and the goat. There was a fox which was roaming around the jungle. And while the fox was roaming around the jungle, the fox by mistake fell into a well. So the fox was screaming, "Help, help, help." A goat came to drink water from the well, hear the sound. After seeing the fox, the goat felt very. The goat felt to help the fox, but it thought that the fox will eat the goat. The fox said, "I will grant you a wish after I will grant you a wish that I will not eat you." And the goat said, "Okay, I will help you." The fox said, "Okay, come down. After I was going up, I will lift you up." So the goat also jumped into the well. So after the goat jumped into the well, the fox suddenly climbed up the goat and climbed up the well. And after climbing up the well, the goat was asking, "Now lift me." But the fox said, "Why I should lift you? I said that I will not eat you. I will not eat you now also. You be there in the well itself. I will not help you." And the fox said that I will go. And after that, the goat realized that the goat realized the mistake. And the goat was thinking that I should not help the fox because fox is a cunning animal. And after thinking that, the goat went into the well. And after some time, there was a man who helped the goat and asked what was happened. And the goat said that the whole story. And after that, the man said that don't believe in everyone. And what was the moral means? Don't help the cunning animal. The person was very cunning. Thank you.
And this I'm gonna tell you about today. Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna tell you about the story from the folk tales of India, named Tell It to the Walls. A poor widow lived with her two sons and two daughters-in-law. All four scolded and ill-treated her all day. One day, when everyone at home had left, she grew fatter and fatter due to her not being able to tell her woes to anyone else. Then she walked out of the house and soon found herself leaving the town. Then when she took a glance around, She saw a ruined house with no roof. She went inside and turned to the first wall, told her ghost about her first son. The wall collapsed under the weight of her woes, and she suddenly felt lighter. Then she turned to the second wall and told her ghost about her second son. The wall collapsed, and she felt even lighter. Then she turned to the third wall and told it about her woes about her first daughter-in-law, and the wall collapsed. She felt even lighter. Then she turned to the fourth wall, told her woes, and the wall collapsed. She felt lighter. She went out. Then she opened the door and went out of the house, which was more of rubble than it was ever a house. And she went home happily more than ever. Thank you. Now I call upon Adishri to tell her story.
Good evening. My name is Atishri. Today I am going to tell a story about a fairy and a boy. So once upon a time there was a boy who lived in a village. The village was very poor and the family was very poor. And he decided to sell some cat. So he decided to sell some cat in the nearby village. So in the way there was a jungle. He was walking in the way, and he heard some sound. Help me! Help me! So he ran to near the sound, and he see a girl hanging on the tree. He was surprised and shocked. What is happening now? And the girl has wings, and he was stuck in the movement. And he was, help me please. And the boy helped her to let her down. And the boy asked, what happened to you? And the girl said, a lion attacked me. And the boy, it's okay, you didn't have to live in the jungle. The lion come and attack. So the boy took her in his house. So the mother and father took care of the fairy. And in that afternoon, the family was decided to make some food to the fairy. But they didn't have that much money to prepare foods. So nearby the mango tree, he and the family and the boy plucked a round mango and made some foods. So the fairy eat it. After 2 days, the fairy was recovered and she can fly. So the fairy asked to the family, "What is your wish?" And the family said, "I don't want any gifts and all. I just need to help you." And the fairy said, and in the before the family talking about that making dinner. So she decided to give a tree, a round mango tree, which plucked and never ever get empty. So she granted a wish and say goodbye and fly away. The family was so happy and plucked the round mango and sell it in the market, make sweets and make dishes, etc. And then family become rich. So this is my story. I think you are like my story. Thank you. Now I call upon Purnasi to give her